Celebrate our local first responders at National Night Out on Saturday, September 21st at 5 p.m. at Crossroads at Silverbell District Park. Watch Marana PD and Northwest Fire go head-to-head in an exciting kickball game, explore first responder vehicles, community safety resources, and enjoy family fun with inflatables, food trucks, and a movie. For more information, visit our website at maranaaz.gov/recreation.
Whether you're starting a business or looking to expand in Marana, our Town Development Services staff will walk you through the steps towards success. Learn about business licenses, development permits, business loans, local and state resources, and more. Let's get to work. For more information, visit maranaaz.gov/business development.
Welcome to Real Talk with the Town, where I sit down with Marana staff to answer your burning questions about our beautiful community. My name is Terry Rozema, and I'm the town manager for the town, so let's get started. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Real Talk with the Town. My name is Terry, and I am your host, and today we have in the studio a couple of first-timers. That's right, we have Human Resources here with us. We got Curry Hale, and we have Jennifer Lindblom. And guys, why don't you introduce yourselves and tell us what it is you do for the town. Jen, we'll start with you.
All right, my name is Jennifer Lindblom, and I'm the Human Resources Deputy Director.
Deputy Director.
Deputy.
All right. And Mr. Hale.
And my name is Curry Hale. I'm the Human Resources Director for the organization.
All right. First time on the show. Anybody nervous? Either one of you nervous?
Yes.
Yeah?
Why not?
Why not? Of course.
I would agree.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is super relaxed. And so we get you, kind of used to all this. We'll start off with a little icebreaker as we're winding down, hopefully, for goodness sakes, in my opinion anyway. Your mileage may differ on this, but we're coming out of the summer, going to come into the cooler months. Who's excited about that and who's disappointed about that? Jen, we'll start with you. You a hot weather person, you a cold weather person?
I'm a cool weather person.
Cool.
I don't need freezing snow and ice, but I'm not hot. I want sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
I want to turn on the cold water, and it's cooler than the hot water tap. There is a change when that happens.
There is a change at some point in the year. I don't know exactly when that happens, but you're absolutely right. When you turn on the cold water and it's actually warmer than the warm water in the summer, that's disappointing. Curry, how about you? I'll bet you're a big cold weather guy.
You would be inaccurate. I am warm weather.
You're a warm weather guy.
Actually, I'm hot weather.
Hot weather.
Yes, I enjoyed the Tucson weather tremendously.
Yeah, but
105,
you didn't grow up here.
I did not. Actually, I grew up in Houston.
That's hot. That's hot.
Yeah, but it's mostly humidity and mosquitoes. Here we just deal with dry heat.
Yeah.
And you'll take that.
Uh-huh.
Prior to moving to Tucson, I lived in Northern Virginia. Cold weather, snow, shoveling snow, scraping your windshield.
Chains on the tires.
Oh, boy, it was bad, Terry. It was bad. They can have it. Tucson, here I come.
Yeah.
I don't need any of those things here.
Yeah. Rarely do you have to shovel snow. I've been here for 35 years, and I've never had to shovel snow, so that's good, right?
Great. That's why
no snow tires. Never had
No.
to buy snow tires or chains for the tires or, every once in a while you got to defrost that windshield.
But no ice scraper.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, so coming out of summer, coming into the fall, that means we have a new fiscal year for the town. As we start, July starts our new fiscal year. And that means we have a bunch of new positions. And so we want to talk a little bit about human resources and positions in the town. What's kind of where are we kind of at with new positions in the organization and hiring? Are we hiring right now? If so, how many are we hiring? Give me kind of the down low on it. Well, they're looking at each other. They're both going. So Curry, we'll start with you.
The lead on hiring.
Curry, we'll start with you.
Curry's taking the lead on hiring.
All right, let's go.
That we're a fast-growing organization. We're growing extremely fast, and I think that's great. I think that's exciting here with the growth. The new positions here, we've had over 30 new positions here for fiscal year 25. Some of those positions are tied to our new community and aquatic center here, but some of those positions are just tied to the fast-paced growth with our organization here. And we're getting those positions filled, where before it was kind of a challenge here with a tight labor market. But we're doing a very good job.
When you say
those
before,
positions.
tell me when the tide began to turn, in your opinion, in terms of our ability to start filling positions a little bit more quickly. Because I mean, we struggled for a while.
We did.
Yeah. So when did you start to see kind of a turning of the tide with regard to new positions?
I'd say about 6 months ago, Terry, if we used the dreaded word COVID here, that it was a challenge for our organization as well as other organizations to fill positions during COVID, that we were transitioning to telework, things like that, as we kind of move away from that, more in-office work. Here, the unemployment rate here has decreased, actually increased here. It's helped us as an organization here fill our positions.
Okay. All right. You kind of, what are kind of your thoughts on that, Jennifer? You kind of seeing the same things, feeling the same?
I definitely agree. 6 months ago, we started seeing more applicants come through, more qualified applicants. For a while,
what are you attributing that to?
I think it's the turn in the labor market. I think it's a lot to do with the economy. People need stable jobs. People need stable benefits. Prices are going up, and we need to find ways to pay for the things that we need in our life.
Okay, so you hit on a key thing, I think, in my personal opinion. Now, I'm a little bit older, so, benefits mean more to me than maybe somebody coming brand new into the labor market at 20, 21 years old. But let's talk about benefits, because you have a lot to do with benefits here in the town. So let's talk about some of those benefits here with the town and why you think that those things are important for new hires.
I love talking about benefits. For a lot of our new hires who are coming in and they're still able to be qualified to be covered under their parents' plan, that may not be something that they're looking at right now. But over time, each of us needs to find our own benefits package, and we have a great benefits package. We offer a lot of choices for employees. We have multiple medical plans to choose from, a couple dental plans, and it's employees can make the right decision for them and their family and their situation. And with open enrollment changing every year, you get to decide each year what's right for you that year.
Excellent. Now, you guys, the town, not just you guys, but the town has made some additions to benefits over the last number of years. Curry, I wonder if you can kind of speak to some of those and why those things can be attractive, perhaps as we're trying to bring new people into the organization. What are some of those things that you think are highly attractive to new folks that we're trying to recruit into the organization?
Terry, I think that's a great question here. People in the organization have heard me say several times that we believe base salary is important, but we also believe total compensation is important, and that total compensation is looking at the benefits as well as base salary. For example, we've increased our total compensation package, I feel, in a major way the last 2 years. For example, here this past fiscal year, we increased our parental leave here from 2 weeks to 4 weeks. Here, I think that's a tremendous benefit here from a parental leave standpoint.
An awesome benefit for those young couples that are having children. Somebody like me, who's now old and having grandchildren, not so much. But that's okay, because bringing in new folks straight out of the labor market, straight out of college, starting new families, that's kind of a big deal when you get 4 weeks off to spend with your baby.
Absolutely. And not just 4 weeks off, but 4 weeks of paid leave.
4 weeks of paid leave.
4 weeks of paid leave.
Bingo. There we go.
And on top of
An
that,
important distinction.
On top of that, the town pays for a short-term disability for the mothers who are having those babies, so that stretches out their 4 weeks even further.
Oh, yeah. And I think, are we the only ones that do that in the region? Or are there other people that do that?
A lot of places offer short-term disability, but we're one of few that it's employer paid.
That we pay it. Okay,
Exactly.
very good.
And that's a big difference, that it's employer paid opposed to employee paid. And
Bingo.
the devil
Bingo.
is in the details.
Oh, very good. Very good. Any other benefits you think that the town has that would appeal to somebody listening to the show right now that would go, hey, I like the sound of that?
I think our managed time off program, known as our MTO program, is very unique to the town of Marana.
Yeah.
Well, what's so unique about it? You don't have to wait 4 weeks or 6 months to take this leave. The leave is available immediately. Here that you're uploaded here when you join the organization.
How much you get? Like 40, 60 hours a year? What is it? What do you get?
112 hours.
112 hours?
And it's
112 hours.
prorated.
Wow.
112
Nice.
hours
Okay.
prorated based on
So
when
depending
you
on when
join.
you get hired,
Correct.
right? But if you've been with the town for a couple years, then it downloads when?
January 1, 112 hours.
112 hours, right at the beginning of the new calendar year.
Correct. And it's not a use it or lose it type benefit. Those hours can roll over. So that's a
keep
great
building
benefit.
it. Yeah, keep
Absolutely.
building it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we just added on our accumulated MTO retirement payout recently. So if you don't use that time and it rolls over and accumulates, you can have a portion of that paid out when you retire from the organization.
Oh, nice little savings account there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And again, you can really build up your vacation leave due to the flexibility that you have with your managed time off. That I've said this several times, that when we look at benefits, what do people value from a benefit standpoint? People value money, people value time, and they value flexibility with that time. With the managed time off program, it's time and flexibility with the time. For example, if you were to go to San Diego here for the weekend, you could take off on Thursday and Friday and not use any of your vacation leave bank.
Use MTO.
You could use MTO.
Okay. So what do you do if you get sick, though?
MTO
Okay.
here, it doubles as sick leave as well as this flexible managed time off leave.
Excellent.
So it doubles as both.
Excellent. All right. So if people want to know more about the total compensation and all the benefits the town has, is there a place they can go to find that out?
Yes, they can.
So, Jen, are you going to tell me where they can go?
Sure. You
All
can go
right.
to our Marana website, maranaaz.gov.
Yep.
And when you go to departments, you can go to Human Resources, and then there's a link for pay and benefits, and it will bring you into our benefit summaries, our new hire enrollment guides, information about all of our benefits packages.
Outstanding. So if I am listening to this podcast right now and I'm either looking for a job or I know somebody who is, or I have a kid who's interested, what's kind of the process? What does it look like if you're hiring for a job with the town of Marana?
That there's several different websites, Terry, that you can find career opportunities with the organization. For example, we advertise on Arizona League of Cities. We advertise with governmentjobs.com. We're on Indeed. But all of those websites will redirect you to our career page, which is maranaaz.gov/careers.
Don't let the heat of the moment catch you off guard. Northwest Fire District Public Education Team offers a range of programs including fire and life safety community education, fire extinguisher training, car seat inspections, babysitting programs, senior safety talks, engine demonstrations, and station tours. Your well-being is our priority. For more information, visit nwfdaz.gov or call us at 520-887-1010. Together, we can create a safer and more informed community.
Marana Parks and Recreation's award-winning Crafting for a Cause program is looking for creative seniors ages 50 plus who want to give back to their community. Activities include jewelry making, wreath making, painting, and a chance to sell their creations at town festivals. Proceeds will benefit various causes, including the Marana Community Food Bank and Marana Unified School District. For more information, please visit maranaaz.gov/Team Senior or visit us at the Marana Community Center located at 13250 North Lawn Adams Road.
Have you heard? Marana has unforgettable festivals and events. From parades to fireworks, rodeo competitions to light shows, we'll show you a good time. Learn more about the Marana Signature Event Series by visiting maranaaz.gov/events.
Nice. All right. So that'll give somebody all the information they need to know about all the different types of jobs that are available in the town right now as we speak.
Correct.
So, are you able to, off the top of the dome right now, give me an idea of some of the jobs that are out there for the organization? I know we have, we've been filling a lot. So, for example, today, tell me how many new hires we had today, Hale.
We had 10 new hires today. 10.
Yeah, and they were from PD, they were from airport, they were from development services, they were from all over the place.
IT?
So, IT, yes, indeed, absolutely. So nice that we're bringing in 10 new people in the organization, but are there other positions in the organization you can think of that maybe we can share with our listeners?
Yeah, so currently on our website, we're listing for an accountant, a building inspector 1, a civil engineer in the
Boy, we
water,
need those
wastewater.
engineers, man. They're kind of tough to come by right now, aren't they?
Absolutely. There's high demand and very little supply for engineers.
Yeah.
Whether you're the private sector as well as the public sector.
Yeah.
So we're always in need of engineers.
All right, what else? Anything else sticking out?
So we're looking for a custodian, financial specialist, a fleet coordinator who's going to be helping out with all of the vehicles for the town, a license and tax specialist, parks and rec maintenance associate, so taking care of our parks. We need a planner, a public works equipment operator, a public works maintenance associate. Actually, we have a couple of those, and some rec aides in the parks department.
Wow, so there's quite a few different jobs out there. So I hope our listeners are paying attention. And if you didn't catch all of those, you can go to that website that was mentioned by Hale. We'll put that somewhere in the podcast so that you can just find that and get to it. But let me ask you guys this, and I think this is probably the most important thing we're going to talk about here today, and that is, what are we looking for? What is the town of Marana looking for when we're hiring? I mean, are you just trying to find a warm body to fill a seat? Is there something specific that we're looking for? Tell me.
Terry, that's a great question. A great question. What do we look for?
This one, I'm gonna cut in on Hale here because I knew this one Curry was going to get all excited about. And as soon as I started asking the question, I could see him sitting up straight in the seat. I could see his knees start bouncing. I could see, the excitement. And beforehand, we talked about, there may be one of the two here that we have to cut short because they like to talk. And I'm not going to say which one it is, but Curry's going to tell us a little bit about what it is we're looking for when we're hiring new people.
He's wringing his hands like a kid at Christmas.
He's like a little kid at Christmas. He's so happy right now. He's so excited.
Again, Terry, that is a great question.
Thanks, man.
People have heard me say this before. One of the best professional decisions I've made in my career is joining the town of Marana. What makes the town of Marana so special? That you see your work make a real difference.
Yeah.
That you feel valued and appreciated. You work with people here of similar mindsets, and that's living the cultural values. Our cultural values of dedicated service, respect, teamwork, engaged innovation. I mean, these aren't slogans. These aren't catchy phrases. We live these things every day. Of course, you'll see them here on the walls, you'll see them on desks, but most importantly, we live these things every day here. And it's not just a few of us, it's most of us that you push and you row in the same direction to do what's in the best interest of the citizens and the businesses of this community. Our mission statement, 5-star service for a thriving community. We buy into that. If you say 5 service to anybody in this organization, they know exactly what you mean. Perform at your best when your best is required, and your best is required every day by the great John Wooden, but a lot of us buy into that belief.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic, Curry. I love it when you start talking about this stuff. I'm always glad when I talk to the new hires, and I always go ahead of Curry Hale because he's so passionate about this stuff that he's a hard act to follow. But I think you're absolutely right, and I'd like to hear from Jen a little bit because you're on the the front lines of bringing new people into the organization. And Curry hit, I think, on some really key elements of what it is we're looking for. And we talk about it all the time. We hire for character, we train for competence, we hire for attitude, we train for aptitude. And, from your perspective now, you've been here for over a decade now, right?
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. So from your perspective, what are you seeing and placing emphasis on when you're working with folks to bring new people into the organization?
You both said it exactly. We're looking for people who are going to be a fit with our organization. We want to have somebody who not only can learn and do the job that they hire into or even grow into other positions at the organization, but somebody who's going to be a part of our team culture here at the town. I left a large organization, Curry left a large organization, and we love being here and a part of this community. Where we live, where we work, being a part of all of the events that happen here at the town. So we really just create a great culture here of looking out for each other with our employee appreciation events that we have. Employees aren't just a number when they come here. We know their names, we know their faces, we know what's going on in their lives, and we're happy to be a part of all of that.
We don't know too much about what's going on in their lives.
Not too much, just what they share.
What they're willing to share.
Yes.
You mentioned some of the employee appreciation events, and I think that those are really cool. And I'd like for you to describe for our listeners kind of some of the things that we do. They're not earth-shattering things, but I think they are impactful things from my perspective. And I'd like for you to share a little bit about that, Jen.
Yeah, so one of the ones that we actually have coming up in the next month or two is our Service Awards Breakfast. Mm-hmm. So every year we recognize employees who've reached a 5-year milestone in their career, whether it's 5 years at the town, 10, 15, all the way up to we had 25 years recognized last year. Mm-hmm. And they're awarded a service pin. We have a catered breakfast for them. The mayor attends. We have members of the council who attend, and they're celebrating those milestones and that time they've had here at the town. They have a certificate they get to recognize that, signed by you, Terry. Mm-hmm. And it's a great morning and event. With the catering has been great from a caterer here in Marana that we've used a couple of times. And then in the fall, in the winter, we have our holiday appreciation event or our winter appreciation. And we typically we've given out movie tickets to the employees. We have food trucks on hand. And that's similar to our spring event, which is a little bit broader, where we have food trucks again at the park. And we have DJ and games over at the park to recognize employees for just all the hard work that they've done.
Yeah. And the employees really look forward to those things, whether it's bundt cakes or cookies or movie tickets or, the ability to go out to the food trucks out here when we have the big event over at Ora Mayharn. You can just kind of feel the excitement, and people are just genuinely happy being out there and appreciate that. So I think it's, kudos to the HR department for putting those kinds of things together.
Also, Terry, being a fellow veteran here, that mm-hmm. we recognize our veterans here with our organization.
Yes, indeed.
And I know that that's valued and appreciated here by the veterans here that's on board.
Yeah. Every year on Veterans Day, we do a little event. If it falls on the weekend, of course, we do it another day during the week. But yeah, absolutely. So anything else that you want to share with our listeners about the benefits of working for the town of Marana specifically, not just government, right? I mean, because lots of government out there. And I spent some time this morning talking with the new hires about government sometimes has a bad rap. And a lot of that bad rap is earned because government in general is seen as lazy and bloated and lethargic and uncaring and all of those kinds of things. And, I really feel, I see it, I feel it, I experience it almost on a daily, certainly on a weekly basis with our folks, that we're trying to flip the script on that and demonstrate to people that we're a government entity that cares. We're trying to be the only 5-star government entity in all of Arizona. But from your perspective, what other, potential benefits do you see for somebody coming into the organization and taking a job with us?
The thing that really stands out to me, Terry, I think is the culture. Every space has a culture. It's one that you're proud of or one that you're not proud of.
That is
We're
true.
very proud of the culture that we have here with the town of Marana. Again, it's how we do things here. It's how we treat each other. It's how we hold each other accountable. That I've heard it said here, a government is either doing something to you or it's doing something for you. We believe our citizens and our businesses see the town of Marana doing something for them. They see their tax dollars at work in a very efficient, effective way. They see clean parks. They see well-maintained roads. They see a responsive police department here that's respectful to all of its citizens, as well as the internal services departments that's working behind the scenes. Those folks here take their job very seriously with the service that they provide here, that we absolutely believe in going above and beyond, which goes back to the five-star service. That there's a lot of hard work here that's put into having the trust and respect of those that you serve. And we feel that we have that with the community that we serve. And it's due to a lot of hard work by a lot of people. Terry, that I've heard you say that several times, that a great organization is nothing more than an organization of great people. And that's exactly what we have.
You get an amen from me on that.
Oh, absolutely. Again,
You can preach that sermon all day long, man.
yeah, absolutely. Our special sauce is the people that we have on board.
Yeah.
That makes the difference. That's something that can't be duplicated. It can't be replicated. It's the people that we hire, that we bring on board, that buy into what we're doing.
Yeah, I love that, and it really dovetails nicely with what Jen was talking about earlier when she mentioned fit, because we place such emphasis on that. We talk about it all the time. Are they a good fit? Okay, yeah, man, they've got all kinds of great resume and all kinds of experience and all that kind of stuff, but are they a good fit? And we have, we've turned people away and we've not filled positions, and, kudos to you guys for really staying on top of that. Jen, I want to just jump back to you here for a minute, and anything you wanted to add to the stuff that was, the things that Curry was talking about relative to the benefit of working here for the town of Marana.
I think our employees have a lot of pride working here, and that comes in part, our community supports us, and that's really
That's a
important
big
to
one.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
the
is a big
community
one.
support we have is amazing, and we hear from our citizens and community members. We hear when we need to fix something. We hear when we're doing well on something, and I think that employees appreciate getting that feedback. I recently had a new neighbor who moved in, and they left their prior community and came to Marana because they wanted something different for their family and talked about the good things that they saw here. And that made me really proud to be a part of an organization that it's driving and bringing people into our community by what we represent.
Very good. Well, Jen and Curry, I so appreciate you being a part of the show here today. I, too, I love hearing all those great things. And it's not always roses and rainbows, right? I mean, there's things that we can improve upon, and we always want to hear from our constituency, our residents, people that have businesses in our community, how we're doing. If we're not living up to the expectations, we're not providing five-star service in some way, we want to know about that so we can fix it. But it sounds like in the HR world, things are moving along pretty well. I know you guys are super busy because you got lots of hiring to do, and you're bringing many new people into the organization, so I appreciate all your work on that. Any closing comments that either one of you would like to make as we finish up the show?
Just like to invite people to visit our webpage and look at our jobs and see what we have going on here at the town and want to be a part of it. And we welcome them to do so.
Excellent. Curry.
Likewise on my end, Jennifer, I think the town is a great organization to be a part of. Again, we have very high standards here, but we're looking for those here that want to be a part of something larger than themselves.
Outstanding. Well, thank you so much for joining us, not only Curry and Jen, but for all of our listeners. Make sure you send us some new questions. We love to be able to have these episodes and share information with you and educate you on what's going on here in the town of Marana. Until next time. Submit your questions by visiting maranaaz.gov/realtalk, and we'll answer them right here. To receive notifications for new releases, remember to hit subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Also, remember to follow the town on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date on current news and events.